Hey everyone, it's WiNGSPANTT, the fourth best commentator on YouTube, and it is good to be back. I know I've been gone a long time. I feel kind of bad about it, but to be honest, I was quite sick for a while. I did have my sick update video where I was like kind of really ill for like 10 days straight, and then I was feeling better. I posted this video. I'm like, yeah, alright, I'm gonna post some single player footage, capture some multiplayer stuff, then get back in there. And when you know it, I got completely sick all over again, like that very next day. Tried to record a video, I was hacking out my guts, I was feeling like I was going to pass out, and I was like, this is just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Can't fix that in post. You can't fix what's not there. So anyway, it's taken me a little while to get it back into this too, because not only was I not feeling good enough to record, but I really didn't have any good footage. I was a little bit rusty. I tried to play a couple of times, but like, I don't know, if you're just really tired and your bones hurt and all that stuff, it's just not easy to play. And then, you kind of got to get back in there and play enough rounds where it's like, all right, I played 10 rounds, and now, these 3 look like they might be usable, and this one had a couple funny moments in it, and blah, 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 and you go into it. So, this is the life. This is the YouTube life. I have been trying to, just generally take this time and play some single-player games. I think I mentioned that in my last video, so I won't dwell on that too much, but it's something I never really get to do. I think once you start seriously ever taking your YouTube channel and spending time with it, you kind of, I don't know, games aren't as relaxing anymore. You don't really have that luxury. And this was a Wanted match where I was like, you know what, I wanted to get into Wanted. Here, I thought I could trick this guy. I thought I'd jump in a hay bale and then immediately jump out, and he would get in and I would stun him. Because when you jump into a hay bale, when you're right in the middle of that animation where your character's first getting into the hay bale, you're actually completely exposed to a stun for like a very brief second. I want to say it's half a second. So if you ever want to lure, this is not going to work on really good players, but if you ever want to lure someone into a stun, if you know who your pursuer is and you stand on the opposite side of a hay bale, a lot of times people will just, get frustrated. They don't want to really run around the rosy and run around the hay bale, so they will just jump into the hay bale to attempt to get a hidden stun on you, to get a hidden kill on you. And what you can kind of just do then is camp out on the other side, wait for them to do it, and then immediately move into it. Now here I see I get hit by poison dart, so I'm just going to kamikaze into this foppish dude over here and take my kill. Take my death. So let the level 3 player kill me. I didn't know he was level 3 at the time. I think I had played one round with these guys before this, and it was just not an exciting round. I think it ended with everyone getting like 2,000 points, and it's just really drawn out, a lot of rooftop stuff. So I was like, all right, this guy, I'm pretty sure he's not going to win the match. I'll let him take a kill on me. So this is a really interesting moment here. Now watch this. A Fallen Elite. I have no clue where he is. He's somewhere around this corner. I see there's 2 copies of him. There's this strange decoy running around. So I'm like, all right, ignore the decoy. I'm going to come here and get like a fucking hidden kill on this guy. So I get ready, and for some reason I couldn't lock him in, and I realize it's not a decoy. That is Fallen Elite. So I want to give major props to Fallen Elite too. I've never seen that strategy being used before, of basically pretending you're a decoy and activating or deactivating disguise at the same time. Like, maybe I feel like I've seen someone do that back in like the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood or Revelations days. But I was totally blown away by that. I was like, alright, I got caught with my pants down, and not in a kind of fun way. Here, I totally flubbed it. And I think I was just a little bit, like, decoy happy. I was like, alright, last time it wasn't a decoy, so this is clearly not a decoy, it's a real player. So I went for it, but it was a decoy, so I gave someone some points. Here, I thought I had caught Luis in my snare in the time phase, but nope. Didn't catch him, and I got completely blindsided. Knee to the face from Blazer90. Blazero, whatever. Also, I want to just point something out, especially because I've been out of the video thing for a while. I got lots of cool comments from people, messages, whether they're on YouTube or on Xbox or whatever, and a lot of people like, hey Wing, we miss you, hope to see some videos soon, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. So thank you very much for all the kind notes. Also, I got a lot of people asking me if I can add them to the friends list. I get lots of friend requests every day, and usually turn on my Xbox and I have like somewhere between like 2 and 10 friend requests. And I just want to say thank you very much for sending your friend requests, but I really just cannot accept them all. I just get too many. If I accepted them, my list would be basically full in like, a matter of a week or 3 weeks or somewhere around there. And when I first started doing videos early on, I accepted a lot of friend requests, but then what happened was my list got full, and then I had I don't want to say real friends, like you guys aren't my real friends or anything, but I had people like my cousin be like, hey man, can you add me on Xbox? I'm like, Well, my list is full, so now I have to choose a random person that I don't really know to delete, and I always feel bad about it, so I just felt in the long run the best thing to do is just to avoid, you know, just adding dozens and dozens of people. So, you know, if I end up playing matches with people and we have some cool matches, or you know, something happens, I'm like, alright, I want to end up definitely playing with this person again, I might add you, but, you know, it's really not personal. I hope you guys understand. There's only so many friend requests I can do. And here I was trying to lure Fallen Elite into doing the same thing, except from the Pursuer point of view, I was pretty sure he's the guy in the middle. I was having a little trouble locking him, and I deployed my time phase to trap him, and right then I got shot in the back by Drum Attack. It's funny, I know this has been something, by the way, that's been going on since Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, when I first made videos, when I first wrote articles on Top Tier Tactics talking about why you should consider using the pistol, and it was called hit and gun back then. People still call it hit and gun, even though the ability is not called pistol, and I'm sure that confuses new players. So people are like, oh, you shouldn't use HG, HG is a noob skill, and I'm sure new players are like, what the fuck is HG? Well, it's pistol. They're calling it hit and gun. Anyway, I think one thing that people forget about with pistol is that even though it's only worth like 100 to 200 points, like people see that and say, like, well, a knife is worth 200 points for a stun, and if you get a good kill, it's worth like 900 points. But the point is with a knife is you still need to get in range, you still need to hope no one poaches your kill, you still need to hope no one randomly shoots you before you set the knife thing. So it's like, yes, a knife could be worth a lot of points when you get to use it that way, but the reality is a pistol is pretty much worth 200 points, like, okay, I want to say 150 points every time you have line of sight on your target. Like, if you can see your target, your pistol is worth 150 points. Like, barring an animus shield, there's nothing stopping you from getting 150 points. So I think that's the trade-off you have to see. So if a pistol's worth 150 points like 90% of the time, and knives are worth like 500 points like 30% of the time, they're really worth about the same. It's just a matter of when do you get to use them. Now here, I could have waited longer with the pistol. I was afraid I was going to run for my life. This is a situation where I definitely got a little too pistol happy. But I had no clue that my Pursuer was going to get killed. If I knew my Pursuer was getting killed, if I saw her getting chased, I probably would have laid off the pistol. Then I would have set up at least some kind of better kill on my opponent. Maybe at least get like 250 points, if not way more than that. I don't think I could have gotten more than 400 points. And here again, I got a little snap happy with this, and I came in, I thought he couldn't see me, and then maybe he didn't see me because he ran right into me, but whatever. Behind here, 2875 to like 3100 points with 3 minutes left on the clock. Plenty of time to come back from this. And at this point, I'm just kind of like trying to get my bearings. I don't like to run around too much when I don't have a contract, because you never know when you're about to have a contract or when you're about to have a Pursuer. Here I see the guy's about to try poison dart me. I run around the corner, force him to do something uncomfortable. And when someone's trying to poison dart you, you need to get somewhere where they can't get line of sight of you, right? Like around this corner. I set up my time phase. He kills a civilian, and then I get my focus stun on him. I could have gone for the full focus stun if I was a little closer. I didn't want to risk it. I thought it was very plausible that he could run away before I get it, so I just thought, I'll take the half focus stun. I'll take it. It works towards my variety, whatever. Here, I figured there's no way this guy could know I'm his Pursuer, but I was wrong. He contests the kill, and I only get 125 points. And immediately, I'm not in a great position. And here I was not sure, is this my Pursuer? I ran right past her, but it was Pocahontas opening up my rib cage, allowing me to breathe. That's some high-level CPR there, ladies and gentlemen. Blazero still in the lead by only a narrow margin. Now, if I had contested that, he would have gone down to 125. I don't know if he had determined, but it would have been very, very close. I would have been much closer to tying it up there. And here we got second to none. T3 is second to none. I don't think he's part of Top Tier Tactics, so as far as I know, he's not affiliated with me in any way. So it must be a separate T3. And here I'm like, oh my god, this guy's being so annoying. I don't know what to do. I guess I'm just going to try to hide from my Pursuer. I think it's the FOP here. I know his name's not the FOP, by the way, but I just keep calling him that because FOP's a funny word. And I'm like, it'd be cool if I could get a grab kill. Probably not going to happen, except it does. 350 times 3 plus the fucking variety bonus. So you see that focus stun actually paid off before, getting the variety and the hidden and the chain and and the grab kill. So now with a much more comfortable place here, 5100 points, and I see one of my Pursuers shot the duplicate of me that was over here, so I was just trying to lay low. But now I know there's probably people out to kill me all around. I look for a chase breaker and go for it. I've also been playing with my perks a lot more. I really am starting to like Unstoppable in Wanted because chase breakers being closed really can get to you, especially when you're, you know, just getting locked out by your target just at the last second. Also, just being able to run through crowds and not getting slowed down is worth so much because there's so many times where you're chasing someone through a crowd, or you're getting chased through a crowd, or you just really need to beat another player to your target. And here I have no clue where my target is, so I was like fucking freaking out. I realized I was about to flub it. I'm like, oh god, maybe I should use my time phase, but then I'm like, I just got hit by my, just got hit with Poison Dart, and I stunned the guy who's in the lead, so at least I didn't stun someone else and get killed by him. Because if I had stunned someone else, if I had gotten stunned and then that guy in the lead got me, I mean, not, you know, he's not in the lead anymore, but Blizzero was in the lead for most of the match, I would have been in really bad shape. So he could have easily overtaken me there. But luckily, and hey, I don't give a fuck, just gonna shoot this guy because I don't care. And I don't know what it is with this map, but if you remember from my previous videos, I was in the lead with like a couple seconds left on the clock. There was a guy standing there and I shot him because I didn't give a fuck. So that's just something I do, apparently, on this map. And I'm like, I have no time, I'm using Glimmer, and I'm gonna stun on this guy. And I just stood completely still. I'm like, there's no way anyone's gonna see me. Finishing in first. My health is restored. The vitality, it's flowing through me. I can feel it in my veins. I can feel it coming over me. This feeling's all around me. It feels like it's time for Assassin's Creed again. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be back in the fold, back in the fray, kicking some ass, taking names, and then I guess posting them to YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't embarrass myself too badly, or that I'm not too stuffy still. I'm not 100% over this, maybe 95%, but hey, feels good enough for me. I would give that an A, maybe an A+ if you went to a district that was very, very lenient with the scores and the ranking. Anyway, everyone, I'm WiNGSPANTT from TopTierTactics.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll subscribe and like. I hope you'll come back next time. And until then, cheers.